Heat levels increasing. Pathfinder, the Scourge has reached this remnant site. Hostile activity present. Critical temperatures detected. Seek safety immediately.
So you seem pretty anti-Nexus, even for a Krogan.
That's your job around here, noticing things.
My job is to watch Ryder's back.
Who watches yours?
Guess we'll find out, big guy.
Sinkhole! So, Morta's still pissed off at the Nexus. You'll want to be careful around her, kid.
It's amazing they managed to set up any kind of working colony on this hellscape.
They're Krogan. They can live anywhere. We've got targets! One's gone.
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder. Heat levels increasing.
Sam? Has it gotten even hotter?
Heat index is climbing rapidly. Your body won't stand this for long. I suggest you retreat to a cooler area. Heat levels increasing. Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
I think we're coming close to the Krogan colony.
Mining zones have been added to your nav system. Pathfinder. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
Just stick around. See how it plays out here.
No promises.
Move along. No outsiders.
She's with me, human Pathfinder.
Drac. It's been a while.
Jorgel Struck sent me. I'm supposed to talk with Morda.
So now Strux is friends with the Nexus. Traitor.
Think I'm a traitor too? Shut it, Breck.
Don't make me headbutt you. I absolutely will.
Tougher than you look. All right, go ahead.
I'll spread the word so Morda knows you're here. Good.
Pathfinder must think she's pretty tough to just stroll in here.
Wonder how long she'd last in a real fight.
You realize we can hear you.
You hear Gorak and his team trying to fight epic battle.
It was an accident.
Soft, squishy human like you should probably steer clear of the wildlife out there.
You said something about a worm.
Not a worm. The worm. Huge. Invincible. You can't miss it. It pops out of the dunes from time to time. Plows down everything in its path.
As if this planet wasn't deadly enough.
Good news is, it doesn't attack us. It doesn't seem to care about us at all. Just stay out of its way. It'll barrel right through you, tear you to pieces.
Thanks for the heads up.
If you head out worm hunting, let me know. I'll plan your funeral. Hello. I noticed you were listening. Is it because you're a fan of the Krogan genius, Dr. O'Keir? I'm frantic because a terminal with all his research was accidentally sold to a junker.
No? Maybe? What was on it?
His work regarding Krogan physiology and the genophage was advanced. I was his protege. Or, I was acquainted with his protege.
Anyway, it's encrypted, but it would be bad if it fell into the wrong hands. I can give you a nav point and the name of the scavenger I accidentally sold it to.
You talk about Dr. O'Keir like I should know who that is.
Dr. O'Keir was on the leading edge of Krogan genetics, and possibly curing the genophage.
And not using the slow genetic mutation approach the Initiative has invested in.
I had a collection of his research. I hope to cure the genophage in the colony.
Send me the nav point and the terminal identification.
Done. I hope it's still on the planet. The Junker was aggressive.
Dr. O'Keir's important work can't be lost.
Should have known Mortar would take over.
She'll run this place into the ground.
Bad karma.
Bad idea. Don't talk to the customers too much. Bad for business.
How is that bad for business?
You want them to think you can walk away from the deal any second.
That's stupid.
Well, look at that. Not one of those damn scavengers, are you?
I'm with the Andromeda initiative.
That's worse. Look, you want to buy, talk to my seller. I hired him so I don't have to deal with the customers.
The Nexus is paradise compared to this. You don't want to go back? Even a little?
So we can be your attack dogs again? Get treated like dirt until we finally fight back? This is no different than the rebellion back home. Only time we get respect is when we take it by force. We were stupid to think it would be any different here.
You talk like you saw the rebellions. You can't be as old as Drac.
What's that supposed to mean?
I was born during the final year, just before the Turians hit us with the genophage. My father died in the fight on Canrum. Took 24 Turian guns to drop him. I'm glad he didn't live to see us riding in cargo on the Nexus like pets.
Bet the scavengers are crawling all over the salvage you pick up.
Not too bad. I pick my scrap out in Ataraxia, where squishies like you can't handle the heat. I don't get too close to the flophouse. Scavengers gather there like insects. Can't defend my salvage against those numbers. Look at me. I was a warrior, and now I fight vermin over a junk heap.
I should get moving.
I'll be here, selling junk.
Pathfinder, welcome.
You don't welcome an alien into our colony, you ignorant child.
Shut up, old man. Sorry about that. Don't mind him. Credits are credits, I say.
About time someone around here is friendly.
Just give him time. Prove you're one of the good ones. Now buy something before he starts yelling again.
Hey you, come take a look.
Look at this place. Look at what we built.
Pathfinder, when you travel, do you meet many Angara?
Sometimes.
Have you met one named Lieta?
I don't think so. Why?
She was a salvager, made runs to Eladin all the time. When she landed, she would always stop here first. We climbed the dunes together, took in the view, talked for hours. Lieta had a hard time in this heat, so I said I'd make her a cryo bracelet.
I bet she appreciated that.
I never got the chance to give it to her. One day she just stopped coming. I don't know where she is, if I'll ever see her again.
You think something happened to her?
She could have taken a new job. Maybe she was sick of Eladin. But if there's even a chance she ran into trouble, I can't stand not knowing.
Tell me more about Lieta.
She's adventurous, optimistic. Her jokes could make a Krogan blush. In a place like this, she stood out. I think she'd stand out anywhere.
I could track her down for you. Make sure she's okay.
Salvager at the Paradise might know something.
I would like that. If you find her, will you give her the cryo bracelet? Tell her she can use it to visit me again. Thank you, Pathfinder.
You seem different from the other Krogan.
My father called me a Solarian in a Krogan body. Supposed to be an insult. Joke's on him, though. I like Solarians.
What are you doing up here?
Looking. Back home, we didn't have time to just stop and look.
Is life that different here?
It was all about survival. Here, we don't have to fight so hard. Of course, the older ones still think they have to fight. Maybe it's just in their blood.
They'll come around.
Sounds like Helios was an easy choice for you.
New galaxy, new life. Not interested in being a merc like my father, or battling it out on Tachanka. I almost didn't want to be packed into cryo for the journey. Wanted to see the whole thing.
Would have been pretty lonely.
Never been bothered by loneliness. The views would have been worth it.
I should get going.
Hear about the Nexus wanting us back? So the squishies finally realized their
Saw the worm out there again. That thing is...
I'm leaving. No way this colony will make it.
Come on, you have nowhere to go.
Heard Sloan. Kadara is hiring.
If you head out worm hunting, let me know. I'll plan your funeral.
You were late this... Where'd this come from?
Tried one of those blue mushrooms? Bad idea.
Yeah?
You want to play the heavy for a criminal? Why come all this way? You could have been a pet back on Omega.
Shut up.
When out, if you head out worm hunting, let me know.
Just scabs being scabs.
Don't have permission to approach Morda.
You Revener Brank? Struck sent me. He said that
Hey.
you...
Yes. Find me later near the fighting pit.
Hey, Nexus. I'm the one you talk to around here.
Are you Morda?
I'm Nakmor Morda, Overlord of the Krogan in Helios.
Overlord?
Drac, Kesh said you had a new job.
She didn't tell me you did.
And you're the celebrated Pathfinder from the Hyperion, found at last.
I'm Ryder.
This is thrilling. I've never stood so close to a Pathfinder before. Mostly because the Krogan never got one. Welcome to New Tuchanka.
You mean that? Because it doesn't sound like you mean that.
You're right. I don't. You weren't there when the Council species on the Nexus banded together to screw over the Krogan. Again. New galaxy, same crap.
I'd just like you to give me, personally, the benefit of the doubt.
Why are you here, Pathfinder? To see what a successful colony looks like.
I work for the Initiative, and we paid your way here. You left us, so leave us alone. Any Krogan action against the Nexus will be considered a war crime, or murder.
Murder? Human, have you ever seen a Krogan stillbirth? Get out of my face before I smash it.
I'm going to journal about this later. See you soon.
Morda's a hard ass, but that surprised even me. Not good.
Yeah? Maybe.
She didn't even flinch when you mentioned action against the Nexus.
Let's talk to Brank before we freak out.
Varka, listen to yourself.
I know what I saw. Did that worm think I wouldn't notice? It's my squad, not Gren's, and I'll be damned if I let them take orders from him.
What do you want me to do?
Handle it, Cortic, or I will.
Half the time, I feel like I'm the only one holding this colony together.
Trouble?
Varka and Gren fought together back home, side by side, but always in competition. Made them stronger. Now they have no enemies to fight, so they're fighting each other. I can see the tension building, colonists taking sides. This is how clan wars start.
Sounds like all they need is something to shoot.
That's exactly what they need. Best way to stop this feud is to perform a rite of union.
Which is?
Shove them into a ring with a beast. Make them fight as a team. Defeating a common foe creates a powerful bond. Krogan don't take that lightly. Help me perform the rite, and we can hold this colony together.
How am I supposed to help with the rite?
For one, they need something to fight.
I hope you don't mean me.
No, but I do need you to help me drive a beast into the arena. Shamans make a special lure for this. Should help subdue it.
You really think Varka and Gren could cause a war?
Big problems can start out small, not taking any chances.
I'll do whatever I can to help.
Good. Set this lure out in the wilds to attract a fiend. The beast might be feisty at first, so stay on your toes. I'll keep Varka and Gren from each other's throats till you get back. Good luck.
Drac, yo, wreck.
I don't sell
Swing
ring
by
coal
when
to
you ain't
humans.
so busy
Matter of
playing
principle.
hero. We'll catch up.
What's it like living out
Drac,
here?
I have stories.
It's no
let me tell
paradise, but it's easier than Tuchanka. Back home, stepping outside during a nuclear wind could tear the plate from your skull.
What's ring call?
Krogan alcohol, like drinking a live grenade. I distill it myself, strongest in the galaxy.
That's impressive.
Not really. I'm the only distiller in the galaxy.
Remind me to stock up.
What made you pick up and come to Helios?
I was sick of living on a dead planet, watching my people tear each other apart. Hitching a ride on the Nexus was a chance to start over.
But you left the Nexus.
And built this. Best decision the Krogan ever made. Just wish it was on better terms. Not wise to burn bridges out here.
What was it like traveling on the Nexus?
Don't know. I remember Solarians packing us into cryo. Some of us needed a double hit to fall asleep. Then, nothing. Suddenly we were here. You want to know more, ask Varric. Says he woke up mid-journey and lived 50 years alone on the Nexus.
He has to be lying.
Probably. Good story, though.
What do you have against selling Ringcall to humans?
Spent too much time babysitting humans who think they can stomach it. Fact is, you can't. Maybe it won't kill you, but it'll leave me a mess to clean up.
I bet I could handle it.
Typical.
That's all for now.
Back to it.
Ryder, this is Grant, an old friend. Practically built this whole place. Don't let the fact that he's Earth not bother you. We can't help it.
What do you think of the colony? Pretty great, huh?
When you said colony, I didn't think you meant this. Why didn't you tell me, Drac?
Wasn't sure about you at first. And then it seemed simpler to just show you when we got here.
It's... rustic?
That's what we're going for. Rustic.
I'm guessing you have questions.
There's a lot of prefab materials here, and shuttles.
Some of it was gear we had stored away on the Nexus.
The rest we sort of stole when we left. Not like anyone was gonna stop us.
How long has the colony been here?
Since we left the Nexus, after the mutiny.
Just like that? Leave the Nexus, start a colony?
We're Krogan, kid. We can live anywhere.
Could have parked our tails on a volcano and handled it just fine.
The plants here, where'd they come from?
Ever since the clan got here, Vorn and his assistant have been working hard on the greenhouse.
We built him and Hark some pretty fancy digs. Lights and everything.
New Tuchanka's plants grow way better than the ones back home. Way less radiation.
You seem at home here, Drac.
And you're not getting any younger. Ever think of retiring?
The day you dig my grave, old-timer.
Sad honor that'll be.
How do you know Drac?
We mined together back when our quads had barely dropped.
Now I just can't seem to get rid of him.
I'll talk to you later.
Think we'll have to go back to Ania?
No. The deal was for 500 gallons, no more. With our physiology, it should last us for at least the next decade. Don't have permission to approach Morgan.
Ran into some of those scavengers on patrol.
That's where you came from.
Don't tell anyone this. Sorry, Pathfinder. No outsiders in the family quarters.
At least the scavengers haven't attacked us yet.
Even the most reckless. Think we'll have to go back to Nia?
No. The deal was for 500 gallons. With our physiology, it should last us for at least the next decade.
Morta's planning an expedition to that Darren Mountain.
If there's a need to fight us, gotta be honest, that remnant stuff's creepy.
Better to live for myself than to see this place.
I'd love to take down the worm.
Don't be stupid. It's invincible.
So you're the human Pathfinder. You look different from the pictures I saw.
You probably saw pictures of my dad.
Your dad? You replaced him as Pathfinder?
It's a long story.
Haven't really kept up with Nexus news. Enough trouble to occupy me here.
Scavengers?
Amongst other things. You seen the Flophouse yet? That's where they get together. 80% shacks, 100% trouble. I'll give you the nav point so you can avoid it. Or not, as you choose.
Have you had much trouble with the scavengers at the colony?
Not yet. They're not that stupid. A bunch of squishies against 100-odd Krogan? Give it a little time. Resources run low, they'll get desperate, and who knows?
Tell me more about the Flophouse.
It's a loose collection of shelters where some scavenger gangs gather. They knock each other around, drink, and then when they're all riled up, run raids. And if you get close when they're hungry, well, that's how I lost a liver and gained a limp.
Thanks. This information will come in handy.
Just trying to help. Be careful out there, Pathfinder.
Better to live for myself than to see this place.
Tried one of those blue mushrooms?
Been out to the sea about Araxia? Pretty wild out there.
Drac, sir, you're here.
Settle down a second, Hark.
Sorry, this is just more excitement than I'm used to. I tracked the stolen transport to one of Eladon's moons. You need to take your ship. Nothing we've got has stealth.
How did they steal the transport?
I had the security system off while I was transferring a new sample and, well, they snuck in from the far side. Morda thinks Vorn took transport for a sample run. I didn't tell her otherwise.
If she finds out what really happened, she'll fry your quads over a low fire.
I know. Thank you so much for helping me.
Let's go.
My coordinates should drop you just close enough to sneak in.
What are we walking into?
A group of Nexus exiles. They're hiding out in an old complex up there.
Nexus exiles. Friends of yours, Drac?
We made a lot of friends during the mutiny. Guess we'll find out.
Let's keep our visit a surprise as long as possible.
Until we shoot them all, right, Ryder?
Yes, Drac. Until we shoot them all.
This place is a dump.
Shoddy security.
They should be embarrassed. They don't even have a lookout on the back door.
Most people wouldn't complain.
Be nice to have some kind of challenge. It's the least they could do, making us come all the way out here to kick their sorry asses.
Over there. Guessing that's the colony's transport.
Yeah, that's it. The seed vault better still be on board.
And if it's not?
I tear this place and everyone in it apart until we find it.
It's a plan.
This place is a dump.
Told you so. You shouldn't have jacked our transport. I've had better fights in my sleep.
They're probably just warming up.
Yeah, but will they get it together before I die of boredom?
Hey, Drac. Why didn't you stay with the Krogan colony?
Kept tripping over the young ones, asking for more war stories. Morta had things in hand. Didn't need a relic like me around, so I set out to hunt Ket.
Whatever this place is, it's been abandoned for a long time.
We met.
Sam, can you clear up that comm signal?
I will attempt to do so.
Around! We got a problem! Get it together! Stop them!
Wait, did I hear a roll?
Yeah! You think Spender's involved?
It'd explain how they got the codes to the transport. Aron, we're gonna have a friendly little chat, you and I.
Looks like someone's holding a grudge.
I'll teach him a thing or two about how to hold it. About time they got organized.
You get way too happy when people shoot at you. A lot of interference down here.
Find your quads yet? about you learn to aim first? You can do better than that. This is just sad. You have no idea what you're in for.
They're getting better at this.
Says you. Stop hiding and fight, you quadless bastards! Now it's getting good.
Someone's on the emergency comms.
Let's worry about it when we're not being shot at. Over there. I see a path on the other side. Maybe if we move this, we can get through.
They're falling back to the building.
Like that's gonna help. Hello? Can you hear me out there? I know that voice. It's our botanist, Vorn. Pathfinder, Drac, it's you. No wonder the pirates said they need reinforcements.
Why are you here?
I was on the ship doing inventory when the pirates stole it. It happened so fast I couldn't warn anyone. Right, quit messing around and get down here. I would, but I had to lock myself in one of the containers to keep them away. Pretty sure they want me dead right now. Of course they're warming up for liftoff. Huh. We don't have time for this.
Guess they figured out why we're here.
We can't let them get away. Colony's doomed without the vault on that transport.
They're hunkering down over there.
Transport or Vorn? We've got to make a move here.
Oh. Ah!
You know what the colony needs. Just point us in the right direction, and we'll get things done.
We need the seed vault, but it's useless without the kid.
Then we go get him.
Vorn, we're headed your way.
The gate is locked down. That doesn't look so steady.
It'll hold.
Pathfinder, if you don't make it in time, could you give Cash my love, please?
Don't be stupid. Of course we'll make it in. Wait, what did you just say?
Ow. I said love, didn't I?
I'm gonna rescue him, and then I'm gonna kill him!
More signal is closer.
I don't care what you have to do to stop them. $15,000 credits.
Back in my day, Krogan asked for permission before they went in and started courting. They didn't just hop into things without the proper clan traditions. Kids these days, no damn manners. Tyrone! Get over here so we can talk.
I don't think so, Krogan. Stealing a transport was just step one. We're gonna destroy everything you care about.
There's only one thing getting destroyed here today, and that's you. And this place. And also your boss. And probably your entire crew. So a lot of things are getting destroyed here, actually, and all of them are yours!
We find Vorn, then the transport, then I deal with the roll.
You never mentioned Vorn before.
Clan botanist. Kid's real good at making things grow. But he has no survival instincts at all. Miracle he made it to adulthood.
You're all useless. 25,000 credits.
Vorn, update. They're just shooting at the door. So far, it's not doing much.
Vorn's comm signal is up there. This place really is falling apart.
So long as it doesn't fall apart while we're in it. I'm in the container on the right. Wait, my right. Your left.
Over here.
Pathfinder! Hi, guys.
Let's go.
Watch out!
No!
That could have gotten you killed.
It was a reflex. But it's okay, I'm fine.
What were you thinking? Why would you do something like that?
He was going to shoot you.
The colony can survive just fine without me. But without you and what's in your fool head, there's no future for our people.
You're always talking like you're expendable, but you're not. We need you. You're not just some old soldier. We know what we lost because you lived it. I need to get some stuff before we go. You talk to him.
Giving everything for your people takes a strong will.
Kid doesn't get I have to put my life on the line sometimes.
Doesn't he have the right to take the same risks for your sake?
Quads, not you two. We don't have time for this. We have a transport to get.
I'm ready to go.
You stay right here. I'm not telling Cash you died like an idiot. Yeah, this'll do.
Incoming!
Hi.
Drac, the sea vault is still on the transport. I hit the locks before they caught me.
Good thinking with those locks, Vorn.
Thank you, sir.
Don't get too cocky. You still got caught.
Yes, sir.
More incoming!
Seriously, please! Why aren't they dead yet?
Aron's starting to sweat.
Yeah, well, it sucks to be him right now.
Looks like a mech suit.
Not gonna be much use to anyone in that condition.
There's the transport! Vorn, override the controls and keep the docking clamps shut. We'll cover you.
Okay.
shot in this rain.
Transport still there?
For now.
I think they're letting up.
Tanner, we killed them all.
Looks like we spoke too soon.
Finally, something I can sink my rounds into.
Looks like every pirate brought their friends.
They weren't all broken.
They will be soon. Where were they hiding you? One down.
Now it's Arome's turn.
Over here, guys.
Looks like we're done here.
Don't move.
You,
I'm taking this transport.
You're going to get yourself killed if you do this.
Like I'm not dead the moment that crazy old Krogan gets his hands on me.
I'm not the one you need to worry about right now.
Why is Vorn...
I'll just wait. Oh my god.
Wait. Don't come any closer. It'll affect anyone who isn't Krogan. It's pretty strong stuff. Time to take out the trash. My first live specimen test. Doesn't last long, but it sure works fast.
You wouldn't dare! You're just bluffing!
Did you really just say that?
No, wait! No, don't let me go!
Your call. We can get to Spender on our own.
I know things! You can't do this!
I can do whatever I want to do.
Well, that's that.
Let's get this transport back to where it belongs. You're not expendable, Drac. We are not having this conversation.
I don't know. No harm in hearing him out.
I hate you all. Let me be old and cranky in peace already. New Tachanka. Thanks for helping me get the colony transport back, Ryder. Of all the stupid things.
That's life on the frontier for you.
At least we don't have to worry about Arone anymore.
He looked pretty taken care of down there, yeah?
He sure did. I can't wait to nail Spender to the wall.
Sooner or later, we'll take him down. Just like Arone.
Hopefully sooner. I have plans for him. Oh, listen to me, Ryder. You've been around me long enough to realize this.
The fact is, I'm a relic, a symbol of the past, when Krogan were bent on destroying themselves. Fighting, killing, it's all I know. For my clan, for Kesh to have a real future, maybe it's best I'm not part of it.
Fighting is pretty useful out here, in case you hadn't noticed.
So, the old man still has some use, you think? Just remember who you're encouraging.
Closer. If the leaves get smaller and thicker, we'll really be in business. Pathfinder, thanks for rescuing Vorn. If anything had happened to him, I don't know how I'd live with myself.
Just be careful, Hark.
Yeah, learned my lesson.
Know anything about those crazy plants out on the dunes?
The red ones? Well, there used to be a lot more of them.
What do you mean?
You see all those red banners outside? The red paint on the walls? Yeah? The crushed leaves make a perfect dye. Other than that, not much use. Pretty to look at, though.
How's research going?
Slowly. We're fine on Eldon, but plants aren't. They need a better defense against the elements. I want to experiment by crossing vegetation with the native animal life on Eldon.
I think that might be a bad idea.
So does Vorn. Says he doesn't want to create another Tachanka. I guess there's a chance of breeding carnivorous plants like the ones back home, but it's worth the risk.
Be careful, Hark.
I know. I will.
Scavenger tried to steal our shuttle. Idiot.
You let him ship off to Kadara? What were you thinking?
It was his choice.
No, his life isn't the only one affected.
Now here's someone who's actually been to Kadara. You can ask her. If Arcal wants to be a heavy for some Kadara slime ball, he can. I wasn't gonna stop him.
He'll be treated like an expendable attack dog, and he'll die. And his death will be on your hands.
Or he's using them to make a bunch of credits so we can live easier.
He's a Krogan. You guys don't go down that easy.
You're cracking jokes? I should beat you into the dust, Nexus scum.
Hey, watch it.
You should go. I'll handle this.
But she asked me. You asked me. Sheesh.
Now here's a sane person who actually knows about Kadara.
I can...
He's my son, Nera. She let my only son fly to that hellhole.
If Arcal wants to be a heavy for some Kadara slime...
He'll be treated like an...
Or he's using them to make a bunch of...
He's a...
You're cracking joke?
Come on. Hey, Nexus, back me up. The initiative did cure the genophage like they promised, right?
Not a cure. They've made some good progress.
Barely. There's no point in getting our hopes up.
It's our duty to populate the colony with strong Nakmor offspring. Am I right?
Have you tried having kids before?
Of course. Before the journey and after and often. We just need to keep trying.
Doesn't hurt to try?
It's easy for you to say. Your children don't die in their eggs.
You need to listen to her on this one. Maybe back off a little.
Don't you want a few little ones running around?
You know I do, but I'm not setting myself up for heartbreak. I'll consider it when the cure is actually a cure.
Thanks for trying, Nexus. I'll get through to her.
Lunch is your winner by now. This time, things will be different. Lunch is your winner by now. Double your creds with the blood threshers? Got your winning ticket right here. So, you in?
All right. I'll take my chances.
You know, I got that Audi myself. Knocked it out, shackled it, and shoved it in my shuttle. Gotta say, trying to pilot with that thing growling behind you, not my idea of fun.
Well, no refunds. Nexus, how about you? Eladon ain't a place for wimps, but it's kicking your human ass.
Yeah, ha! No thresher maws on Earth to practice on.
I do okay.
I'd like to see it. Next time we go out looking for fiends, we'll take you.
Fiends? Yeah, they're tough. How about we find an architect, throw that in the mix?
Now we're talking. Might kill us, but that sounds fun.
You're okay, Nexus.
Nexus, how about you?
Luck's not on our side today, huh?
Ravenor Brank.
Quiet. Anyone tells Morda I'm talking to you and I'm kicked out.
Spit out what you know and I'll take it from there.
Okay, okay. I said quiet, not rude.
What?
Did you see the crashed ship as you landed? Morda's after the drive core.
She can't activate it. It's remnant.
What are you talking about? She's building a bomb.
With the drive core as a power source. Sam?
Dangerous to those handling it, but in the end, very possible.
Demolition teams have been busting down walls for months, battling those robots and scavengers.
Lots here want peace with the Nexus. If Morta gets that drive core, boom, it's over. They'll get away from me.
Thanks, Frank. Well, that didn't go well.
Did I say you could speak?
Get away from Morta.
I'm leaving. No way this colony will make it.
They'll kill you for the tire if it's the right size.
Doubt it.
Think. We'll have to go back to Ania.
No. Deal with the 500 gallons, no more. With our physiology, we'll last
Get me some wrinkles. Should have known Morta would take over.
Been out in the Sea of Ataraxia? Pretty wild out there. They'll kill you for the tire.
Should have known.
Nice weather, isn't it? Back again. Take a look.
Heat levels increasing. Pathfinder, this technology was built by the scavengers. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
If we're lucky and that remnant junk does its job, maybe EOS will be alright for an outpost.
Hope we stay lucky. The whole initiative's balancing on technology we don't understand yet.
Try to stop me.
Sinkhole!
Life support is stable. I detect above normal temperatures.
So, the old Pathfinder, did he have any deep, dark secrets?
Everyone has a few.
Forget that stick up your ass for once. He's gone. No harm sharing the juicy stuff.
Go kiss a gun barrel.
Ha! You see, Ryder? That's loyalty.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Another eidetic trigger, Sam?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
How does it feel to have your botanist back?
Not as much fun as chasing down the pricks who took him. But that kid's where my people need to end up. The old ways are worn out.
Not all of them.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Andromeda plant sample detected nearby.
Another eidetic trigger, Sam?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.